Hey, what's up, guys? Spiritomb guy here, bringing you some live Showdown commentary, and we're gonna be doing some menus. So yeah, so I got this team here that I've been laddering with Wooper, and it's been really irritating laddering it. And I'm just gonna explain the kind of pain I've had. The server's been down like crazy, man. Like, I just had a match earlier that was 80 turns long. It took me about 15 minutes because I had to put a lot of thinking into my plays, and it said that the laddering system was overloaded, so it didn't save it, and it was a waste of time for me. And I would have ended up winning that match. So it's just kind of a thing. But yeah, we got this match here. Hopefully, none of that crap will happen. So let's get into it. So possible leads on his end. I'm thinking he'll want to probably lead with the mill tank. Although I'm not 100% sure, because that seems like the safest lead. The Blossom certainly looks like it could set up Sun, but I don't see what this team would benefit from the Sun, so maybe it's the Swords Hand set. I honestly don't know what's really going on here, but let's just lead off with Golurk and see what happens. And he actually does decide to lead with his Raichu. So I could go for Stealth Rocks, but I'm a little worried about the HP Ice. So maybe I could predict the HP Ice and get a Dynamic Punch off on him and get some damage right away. But he does have the Balloon, so I have to go for Dynamic Punch above the Earthquake. And yeah, so maybe he'll switch into something, but as long as I get Confusion on something, I'm cool with that because I'll probably get a free chance to set up rocks. Because this is a lefty set. It's like, oh wow, okay, so he went in the Blossom. So really, I could Dynamic Punch again. I could Stone Edge. Obviously, I have no guard, so I don't have to worry about missing. I will probably be outsped, and a Giga Drain would be an issue. So I'm thinking maybe the best play for right now would be to go into my Altaria, because I can probably take whatever he wants to throw at me. And he decides to switch into his Arbok, maybe predicting another Dynamic Punch. But I just decided to go into my Altaria because I could take anything that Blossom had to offer. But now that he's in the Arbok, I can just roar him out on the off chance that he coils. And he does, in fact, coil, so he loses his stat bonuses as I roar him into his Blossom. And he can't really do anything to me, so I'm just going to go for the Dragon Pulse and get some damage off on something. And yeah, so he's probably going to switch out again, but I don't really care. He can because no rocks. And he does decide to go into the Caracosta, which is an interesting play. Now, since I have revealed the Roar, I seriously doubt he'll go for the Shell Smash. So what I can do here is predict the Stone Edge and go into Golurk. But the issue there is that he probably has a very good chance of outspeeding me. So I might just play it safe and go to my Alomomola, because I can take him on even if he does go for the Shell Smash. And he does decide to set up Stealth Rock, so that's okay. Really, I'd love to get something Toxic, and looks like the most obvious switch here would be the Blossom. And it'd be handy to get Toxic on that thing, so I might as well go for it. Oh, he actually decides to go to the Arbok, predicting the Toxic. That was actually a good play. But now I can really go back to my Golurk and threaten him with an Earthquake. I don't care if he coils, because he doesn't have anything that threatening he can do to me besides Sucker Punch. So what I'm going to do on this turn is predict the Sucker Punch and go for the Stealth Rocks. It probably wasn't a good play to go into this guy in the first place, but it'll be alright. And he reveals Aqua Tail. That's interesting. That's not good, and I kind of want to keep this Golurk, because really it can do some serious damage to pretty much all of his guys with Dynamic Punch. It'll be useful in the Mill Tank, among other things. So, probably going to go into my Amoonguss. That way I can threaten, probably Spore it, or end up like getting rid of its stat boost with the Clear Smog. But yeah, let's just go for the Spore and see what happens. If he switches out, I don't care. And he does in fact go for another Coil, which is fine by me because I'll get this thing asleep. So what I can do now is a few things. First thing I really want to do, which is a top priority, is clear Smog. That way he doesn't have his stat bonuses anymore. So what I can do here is, while he's sleeping and he doesn't have any bonuses, it's very safe for me to go to my Alomomola and get off a Wish, and hopefully be able to have a chance to Wish past into my Golurk. That's my plan here. and he's still sleeping, which is very good. I'm thinking that since Alomomola is setup fodder, he's going to be wanting to go for the coil and try to wake up here. So I'm going to be able to hopefully wish pass into my Go Lurk if everything goes according to plan. But he might predict the wish passing attempt, but we'll see what goes on. And he's taking a little while, but yes, I do go to my Go Lurk. I know he's probably going to wake up this turn. And he does decide to go for the coil, so that means I do get a wish pass right off into my Go Lurk, get it to a very nice range of health, and now I can easily go back into my Moongust and wall the crap out of him again. So that's the plan right now, just keeping my dudes at good health. The Aqua Tail actually still does a nice chunk. That's because I'm especially defensive, so it's still not going to do anything too ridiculous because I do have the max HP investment, so I'm not too concerned about taking all that much. He does decide to go into the Blossom, which is a thing, and oh god, people messaging on Steam. But anyway, that's really fine. Now that he's sleeping, I could really go into my couple of my guys and threaten a lot of things. I think what I'm going to want to go into is my Sock, because I have a lot of direct presence with my Sock, and he actually does decide to go into his Miltank, which is good because I can threaten him out with the close combat really easily, and I'll be able to easily get a lot of damage off on Arbok, because Arbok in no way is very bulky, for sure, so might as well just go for the close combat. If he switches into something else, it's dead, so I'm not even concerned. He does go into Arbok. This might be, or no, it's not 2-hit KO because the Intimidate, but it does do a nice chunk. 28% is very handy. So now I can easily go into, do I already have a sleep fodder? He does have a sleep fodder, so that's a bit of an issue. I think I'm going to predict the coil and go into my Electabuzz because I do have choice Specs Electabuzz, and I can easily probably take him out with a T-Bolt at that range, or at least I'm hoping. But I am timid, and maybe that'll factor into the amount of damage I'm able to do on this turn. But we'll see what goes on. Actually, oh, okay, works out in my favor. I was a little bit worried about him going in the Raichu because he could get this special attack bonus in with his Raichu, but I guess he was predicting the over-prediction. And I guess he does decide to go in his Blossom now, which is the thing. Because on Choice Select, I probably want to switch out, and really, I can just go back in my Sock, because now that Arbok is gone, he has nothing to stop me from getting off some close combats. So he does decide to switch into his Raichu, which is an interesting play. He does have the Balloon, but because Raichu is so frail, I highly doubt he's going to be able to live at close combat at that range, especially after Stealth Rocks. Do go for the close combat, and that is able to easily take out the Raichu. So the Raichu goes down, and he forfeits. So yeah, that was a game, but I mean, it wasn't all that close. So I might try to get one more squeezed in here. Do I have the time? Let me see, 8 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end this part here. Sorry that was really one-sided, guys, but really all I have been doing is laddering, so you know, it's all I've really been up to, so just an update, really. I really hoped I would have brought you guys a better battle, but you know, it's a thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later and hope you guys enjoy. Peace.